Yeah, hi, good. So yesterday we have completed that dialogues, right? So now we'll go to the next step. So that is like indents. Like as of now, what we had that will be all that we done in a single page. But right now I want to move on to the next page. So how to handle that next page that we will discuss today? That the concept is that is the intent. So by using the intents, so we'll do that one. So just let me create a project, then we'll see that. So I'm creating the project as intent example. Right, I'm creating this project. Now, so there are two types of intents. So in an intent, two types. Two types. One is the explicit, another is the implicit. So explicit and implicit. So there are two types of intents. So by using these intents, we can do multiple actions. So one is moving from one page to other. So this is the first one. So like I want to just move from one page to other. So then transfer data, transfer data between pages. So that normally in is this terminology will called as an activities. Even this here also page instead of page normally we will use as activities, right? So moving from one page to other page. So moving from one activity to other activity. Then next. So this can be done next to that is like here start service. So like some of the background activities. If you want to start some background activity, so that can be also done by using the this means explicit intent can do three types of things. One is moving from one page to other page. Next is the transfer data between the pages. Next is start service. So implicit intent. Implicit intent can do only one thing like invoke system components. It will invoke the system components. Like for example, I want to open camera. I want to open gallery. So such kind of things it can be done by this. So this is like these all are the things can be here. So explicit intent and implicit intent. Moving from one page to other page, transfer data between pages, start service, and invoke system components. So this is the like there are kind of. So now each we will discuss in detail here. This. So just we created a project, right? So what we will do, like we'll take one button. So once we click on that button, we will move on to the next page. So for that here now, as of now, here we are discussing with the relative layout, right? So that relative layout only will go. But first I'm adding the data binding here. So add the data binding. So this I'm changing as relative layout. Right, relative layout. So this one I'm changing here. This is the intent. So intent example. So this ID is required. So ID as given as the TV1. Right, we'll give some margin as well. So that is the ID. Done. So then I need a button. So I'm taking here one button. Match parent wrap content ID. So that is the BT1. Then text. So move to second. So move to second. Then we'll give that margin 10 dp and below of so TV1 done. So like this, I have created like this. Right. Now what we have to do here? Now for this, we have to apply the listener. So if you want to apply the listener, first here we have to add the data binding. So I'm adding data binding here. That is enable equal to true. So data binding enable equal to true here. Now let us sync this. Right. So till this it is come, even though if enabling that also it will be common as of now. That is a binding. So colon activity main binding equal to null. Right. Then here now binding equal to data binding util dot. So this is also even our regular activity. So data binding util dot set content to be here this. So here I'll import this. Now I'm applying the listener for the binding dot. BT1 dot means like once we click on that button, we have to go to the next page, right? So set on clicks, right? Now here, this is the code which we are writing today new. That is like here I'm creating one intent. So that is a var intent equal to intent of. So intent of. So here the first position is the context and target class. So target class. So this two we have to write. Target class we have to write. Then after that, so we have to start the start, like that is the start activity of what we define that we have to write. So just your understandable, I'm keeping that here. So then below we'll write actual thing. So context, we know already the context. So the context is something but here, this at the rate main activity. So this at the rate I'm giving that is the main activity class name. So target class. So from here now, I want to move on to the some class. So that I'll create the class name as the second colon. So colon class dot Java. You have to define class dot Java means second class, either it should be Java or it should be Kotlin. It will work. So that's the reason we have to give that class dot Java. Now, with this name, we have to create one activity. So here now, if you before that creation, just you have to observe few things here now. If I'm first going to the layouts, within a layouts, as of now, we have only one XML. If you go to Kotlin and Java, here we have only one Kotlin file, right? Kotlin file. Even in manifest file, as of now, we not yet touched this one. Today, we are going to discuss few things about this manifest file. So if I open this manifest file, as of now, see here 25 lines of code it is here. But now what I'm doing here now, right click on this package name. So I right click on this package name, from there new, click on new, from the new activity. So that is the empty views activity. See here, so there also while creating the project, we are selecting this empty views activity only, right? So here also I'm creating the same empty views activity. The name of the activity I'm giving as second, because the class name there we defined, the target class name we defined as a second, right? So that I'm defining here. Now see here, activity underscore second XML has created, second.kt file has created here. Then in a manifest file, see in the manifest file, previously it was 25 lines, now it is 28 lines. Why? Because so each and every activity, the manifest file means Android application execution is start from the manifest file. So each and every application has execution has started from the manifest file. Each and every activity means in my application there are 100 activities. So 100 activities must, it should be registered in a manifest file. So a lot of other things also there in this, but we'll discuss later about this manifest file remaining changes. But right away, just we are concentrating one component, that is activity. So whatever the activity is nothing but initial days I already told, like activity contains one XML plus one Java file, one Java or Kotlin file that we will call as activity. So here we have two activities, right? Main activity as well as the second activity. So two activities. So from the two activities, see this is the first activity. So this is started here and this is ended here. So second activity started here and ended here. So what is the difference between these two? So second activity here, that name is given as a second. So exported as a false. But for the next one, like previous one, which is first, for that it is true. Means this is the launcher activity. Whenever it has a true, for that you have to define the intent filter. So intent filter will define what activity should be launched and what activity should be the default like launcher. Like it will define the which one is the launching and which one is the not launching, like that it will define. So that is defined here. This is like here, this, right? So then now here, so that's because of that, for the first one it is not launching, is not there. So the second one it is launching, here it is this. So then here you have to define here. So from here now I'm running here. First we will see. I'm running here just a minute. Once it is launched, we will see. So here it is launching here. Now we will see. Yeah, this is taking a little bit time to launch. Yeah, so it is launched. So here I'm clicking on this move to second. So once I click this second, so this is a second activity. So whatever the second activity is created, it is nothing here, empty this. So that we came here this, right? Now, so for this, now we have to do this next thing here. So we can move to the second right from here. Now, like what I want to do here now, when I'm in a second page, like I want to move from second page to third page. How I moved from first page to second page, similar way, I want to move from second page to third page. So how that can be handled? So now similar thing, just forgot about which one, like because simple here, whatever like previously we have written code in a main activity, now the same code we have to written in a second activity, right? So that is the thing we have to do here now. For this, I have to design this page now. So even here also it came like this, right? So for this also I'm applying the data binding. So the data binding I have applied here. So here, this is here. Now I'm changing here this to relative layout. So relative layout. Then within this relative layout here, same I'll take one text view. So wrap content, text. So here for our understandable, right? We are in second page. I'll write for our understandable, we are in second page. Then for this ID is required. So I'm giving that TV2. Then I'll give some margin. So something, right? Then here also I'll take one button wrap content. So then ID for that button. So that I'll take, that is a BT2. Then text. So move to third. Then here now we have to give, that is the below VT TV2, right? Then also for this we'll give some margin. Done. So now for this we have to write. So where we have to write in a second, here we have to write. So here also I have to create a binding if I have to create a binding, where binding. So there I already defined that on the name of Excel name binding will be created right here. Activity second binding, because XML name is the second. So we have to define that second binding here. And then binding equal to, so that is the data binding util dot set content view. Here now we'll define this. So then here now binding dot. So BT2 dot set on click listener. So we have to define the on click listener. Now same code where intent. So I'm writing the same where intent equal intent of this at the rate main activity. Sorry, this is here. This is the second, right? At the rate second, comma. From here now we have to define the third dot colon class dot sharp. That. So then here start intent of start activity of intent. That's it. So now similar how now we created the second activity. In a similar way, you have to create the third. Right click on the package name, activity, empty base activity. Here now you have to define the third. So one more XML will create here. See, third XML, third activity, and in manifest file also that third will be registered here like this. See, like this, it will be defined here now. So then I'm running this. So it is already here now. Launching this. So here now I'm clicking on to move to second. So see, here we are in a second. So here it is showing that move to third. Now I'm clicking this third. Now we are in a third page like this. So it will work like this, right? So from first to second, second to first we came. So now like it will work. So from again, when I am back to this means here now here how to handle the back here. So back button. So there are like some scenario will be there. Like if I press back here, like in emulator, I'm not able to control the back. So normally what happens when like normally like now we went to this. So that is like here. I'll run in a mobile. I'll show you just 1 minute. 1 minute, just I've taken the just a minute. I'm connecting the mobile. Yeah, so now I'm running in a mobile. We will see like how it will happen now. See here now, I click on this second, from here third. Now here I'm pressing back button. So I came back to second, I went back first, again back, application has closed like this. That application has closed like this. So now I have to handle this. So how to handle that we will see here now, just 1 minute. So like now what happened here, when we came back here, now that will be a problem, right? So now that we have to handle that. So how to handle that? So for that now here, see, normally what happens, there are two scenarios. No, like sometimes when we went to the next page, sometimes we required the back page, sometimes it is not required. So whenever it is required sometimes, so that time here means from, let us say, from second to third, I'm moving from second to third. I don't want to wait the second page on the background. So then I write here simple one word, finish. So what happens, instead of waiting the activity instead of waiting the background, so that will go back to this. So that will means that will kill that activity, means that will be destroyed. The activity will be destroyed. See here now. So third, now I'm pressing back button in this. See, we came back to the first page. So this is the first page right here. We are on first page. Again, see, this is the second page. But when I press back here, it is because like, see, now let us simple example. I tell you with simple example. I'm using the login. Once user click on the login, it went to the next page, the dashboard page, something page. On that area, you must like you have to use this finish. But let us say I'm in a contacts. I want to edit the contact. Like I have saved your number, something wrong. I went to the next page. There I have entered like there I have to save and wait back. So that time that activity is required in the background. So for that, no need to finish. No need of finish that. So normally that we will do that. This will be important. Finish, when we required finish, we will use some other place. We not required the finish. That will be clear right now. So this is the first step, like which is like moving from one page to other page. So how to handle the back, that will be clear here, right? Then from here now, like I want to transfer some data. So when I'm moving from first page to second page to third page, I want to transfer some data here. So now I'll take here one edit text, like which is the text edit entered by the user. So that we will handle here, match parent, wrap content, ID. So that is the ID. So name. So this I'll write below of TV1. Then margin 10 dp. Done. So similar name and mobile number both will take. So this I'll take that as a mobile, and this is the below of name. Right, this is the below of mobile. Right. So now I want to capture this data. I want to capture here. Right. Now while transferring the data here, simple will write intent dot put extra. So put extra here. We have to pass any type of data. All the type of data we have to pass. First one is the key. Second one is the value. Key comma value page we have to pass. So that we will pass here now. So key comma value. So first one intent dot put extra. So put extra in this name. So that where we will get, that is binding dot name dot text dot to string dot string. So to string is enough. Trim also we can do, but normally no need of that. Similar way here now. So this is the mobile. The mobile. Here it is the mobile. Done. Now this data I want to get in a target class. So target class is now, or target class is second activity. Here I have to get the data. So to get the data here, var data intent. So I want to get that intent, right? So that is a get intent, get and set intent. So that here common. So that is like I'll write get intent, intent. So that's simple intent. So now data intent dot get string extra. I want to get the data, right? Get string extra. Here you have to define the what is the name which we've written there. So that same you have to write here. So that is case sensitive. So here mobile case sensitive. So now if you want to use this, you have to assign something. So var s1 equal to this, right? Var s2 equal to this. Then here I'll write some toast to display that toast dot make text this at the rate second. So here now I'll concatenate these two values s1 comma s2. Then here toast dot length long. Finally, it is the dot show. Dot show. Done. Now I'm running. We will see here now. So here I'll write something name Raj, mobile number, something I have written here, right? Now I'm clicking here. So I'm clicking here. See, Raj, it came null. Why it came null? Already I told this is a case sensitive, but I've written here small m. Here I've written capital F. So that is the reason. Means that just I want to show that. So here both you can better you can copy paste so that it won't change anything. Now it will come here. See. So something here. Now I enter here. So click. So both data has came. Now this same data I want to transfer to the next page. So from here again, if you want to transfer here again, means here page by page, you can transfer the data only page by page. So here I put the data. So here simply I can concatenate like S1 plus S2, S1 plus S2, that is the data I want to transfer. So same here like this, I can get there only, right? So copy this, third you can paste here, right? So this is not required. So this is the name we've written there as a data, right? This is the third. So here only S1, right? So data we written is here small letter only, right? Now here also I've written the small letter, right? Now I'm transferring the one here now. So same data now if I click here, now it came same data here. That is like this. Right. So this is intent, like how to pass the data between intents. This will be first level. So in this like start service, if you want to go to the start service, before that you have to go in detail of activity life cycle. So tomorrow first we'll concentrate activity life cycle. Then we'll come back to that service, how to start the service, that we will discuss in detail of that. So till here you can practice. Like yesterday night, Shweta, I asked to share that tasks. I forgot. Like I seen in late night your message. Today I'll send that task.
Can we use the intent in the fragment?
Yeah, fragment to activity you will use. But fragment to
And
fragment, that is
fragment to fragment?
That will be the different way that we will see next level while discussing a fragment. I'll show you that. Like fragment
Okay.
transaction, we will use the fragment transaction. Right. Okay. So still this you can practice. Now I'll after this, like I'll share the list of that, both of you. So then we will see that next tomorrow, like activity life cycle, then we'll see other steps.